How would you rank the episodes in terms of quality?
Rank the episodes? Holy
Or
crap.
just in terms of your enjoyment?
I mean, episode 5, best episode, no question, right?
Yeah.
I think episode 6 is right behind it. And then I feel like maybe episode 3 is under that.
Not episode 4.
Sorry, episode 4. That's the one I'm talking about. When they all fight, right? On the cliffs.
Yes.
Yeah, so episode 4 under that. And then it's kind of a toss-up, I feel like, between the rest of them. I think the first episode was actually probably my least favorite.
Yeah, because it was like all set up for new people, basically.
Yeah, it was. So I think the first episode was probably my least favorite.
But I thought like narratively it didn't have any problems. It just wasn't as interesting because we kind of already knew all of that information.
Yeah, it was cool to see Shin, her initial skills, I guess, with the fight with Sabine.
Yeah, and the introduction to Balin was really good too.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think if I liked episode 7 a little bit more than episode 8, barring the last like 5 minutes of episode 8.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the action was just a lot better. Now the duel between Ahsoka and Morgan was really good, but
oh yeah, that duel was so good too. I did like that choreography a lot, and I like the look of it with the katana.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love those samurai. Oh, real quick, while we're talking about katanas, Ronin is the term for a samurai that's lost that doesn't have a master anymore. So I thought that was interesting. I didn't actually know that until somebody mentioned it in some review. It might have been like heavy spoilers or something, but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Definitely makes sense. I mean,
yeah, and it does make sense. It doesn't like matter that much, but it was just a cool.
Yeah.
Cool thing.
What about you? Is your list much different than mine, or pretty much on the same page?
So you went 5, 6, 4, and then you said
5, 6, 4, and then 7 and 8 are like probably right below that, and then 1 and 2, I guess, at the bottom.
Interesting. What about 3?
3, I think 3 was the really short one. Maybe 3's at the bottom. Like nothing happened in 3, right?
Yeah, it's just them getting to Cetos.
Yeah, that's probably my least favorite.
I agree, and I also suspect that was supposed to be part of episode 4.
Probably.
I don't think that was supposed to be.
Nothing happened. It was only like 25 minutes long or something.
Yeah. Mine is a little bit different. Not that much different. So 5 is number 1.
Sure.
I think episodes 4, 5, and 6 are all 10 out of 10 Star Wars. Yeah. That might be part of the reason 7 and 8 didn't feel like as good.
Yeah.
But I would do 5 number 1. 5 number 1. 6 number 2, 4 number 3. You asked me on a different day, I might put 4 as my number 2. But just so many like interesting things narratively happen in number 5 that like it's hard to
in number 6.
That. Yeah, sorry, number 6. Well, also 5, but I meant 6.
Because those are comparing.
Okay, so number 1 is 5, number 2 is 6, number 3 is episode 4. Then, so this is where I think I break with you the most is my number 4 is episode 1.
Okay.
Then 7 and 8. Then 2. Then 3. I didn't dislike any of the episodes though. Like I thought they were all at least good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's very fair. As long as everyone thinks 5 is the best one, then I'm happy.
It is, weirdly enough, the second lowest rated or tied for the lowest rated episode with episode 3, which is just bizarre to me. From critics.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think that's really weird. Well, it's at 85%, and the other episodes are like at 90 and 100. So
that's still overall solid.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, I thought the show was overall really good. I really enjoyed it. I think 7 and 8 weren't the best episodes, which is unfortunate because I think you kind of want the last episode to be like the best one. But
yeah. It's hard after you have that episode with Anakin, though.
Yeah,
and
I don't
like
think
the reunion with Ezra and Thrawn meeting him for the first time. Like a lot of stuff happened in those episodes.
It did. It was kind of hard to beat that, and I sort of suspect that maybe they had more going on for Balin in 7 and in 8, but maybe they cut it because of Rey's death. I don't think he was ever going to interact. With
this is kind of where I figured it was going to end, something like this.
Yeah, but also like I could see them just ending it here because that's what they wanted to do. Like it's not like unreasonable. But yeah, again, I'm happy with it. I do hope Filoni and Peter Ramsey, the guy who directed episode 4, make up the bulk of the directors for the next one. I don't think anyone else did a bad job, and it could just be down to the episodes that they got that had less writing from Filoni that they could work with. But I sort of feel like the best action was in episode 7, episode 5, and episode 4.
I agree.
And Filoni directed one of those, Peter Ramsey directed one of those, and Greta, she did House of the Dragon, or worked on House of the Dragon.
Gotcha.
Greta, Gita Vasant Patel. Okay, I probably butchered that, but so, sorry. But yeah, so I thought that she did a good job. I was sort of surprised by the episode 3 level of sort of mixedness on that one. I thought that one was really fun. I guess there wasn't as much story as people wanted in it.
In episode 3, I feel like nothing happened.
In episode 7.
Oh yeah.
Steph Green did episodes 2 and 3, but like not a lot happening in 3 has nothing to do with her. And I thought her episodes were well directed overall.
Yeah.
But the weakest aspect of episode 3 and episode 8 were very specific, I think, action scenes. So I'd kind of like to see Filoni and Ramsey and maybe Gita kind of do more of the episodes and sort of split it up less than they did before. I think some people just don't know how to stage hand-to-hand combat very well in the volume, or deflecting blaster bolts, because that was like the only 2 instances where it looked awkward was when Ahsoka was in space and they did the close-up of her deflecting the lightsaber, the blaster bolts. It looked a little awkward there, and then it looked really awkward in this episode, at least in my opinion, when they were kind of got ambushed by the night troopers when they first entered the temple. So
yeah,
I don't know why that is. It just, I don't know. It was strange. So that to me feels like, so I would like to see some other directors get episodes like that.
Yeah, I get that. I think in live action, sometimes when they have a bunch of stormtroopers or night troopers or whatever surrounding the Jedi, then they don't actually move their blades as fast as they do in things like the Clone Wars, so it can look a little awkward and slow and clunky sometimes, when in reality, like, there's supposed to be more blaster bolts firing constantly and they're blocking them really fast, and I think that's the intention of it. But in live action, sometimes that can come off just a little slow and clunky. But overall, I mean, I wasn't super offended by it. But we want to hear from you guys. Like, what did you think was the best episode, the worst episode? And give us your ranking down in the comments below. I'm Keegs, and I will catch you all next time for some more Star Wars content.